speaks, how does he walks, how does he engages. No, we discuss the inner meanings of the questions also. It is not literally meaning, we should not take literal meaning, we should take the intentional meaning, what Arjuna was asking in the previous shloka. After hearing the question of Arjuna, Krishna is responding to Arjuna's question. He says, Sri Bhagavan Uvacha, first and foremost principle, Prajahati Yata Kaman, Sarvan Parthamanogatan. See, these first two lines are very strong, very, very important. Krishna is speaking strongly to Arjuna because Arjuna is surrendered. Karpanya dosha upahat swabhava. He experienced most troubles in his life. He experienced the confusion, frustration, tears in the eyes. At that situation, Arjuna surrendered to Krishna. That's why Krishna is speaking strong words. Prajahati yata kaman, sarvan parthamanogatan. You may ask, how it is strong? First of all, tell that. Strong is give up all the mental game. Because we are got stuck up in this mental game so much so that we don't even recognize I'm the being played by my mind. If you tell someone that stop being rude, if you tell someone stop laughing, if you tell someone stop deciding me, it means as soon as you say stop, immediately thought comes, hey, why is telling me to stop? Why is telling me to directly in front of everyone? Okay, if he says personally, maybe it's okay, but in front of everyone. And first of all, who are you to tell me? That question comes. We are not ready to take the instructions, first of all. When I say we, our mindset. See, from childhood onwards, in childhood, children, they hear the parents. Parents say, hey, don't do this, do this. We follow it. Somehow or other we follow it because we love them. There is no other chance, no other option other than following them. But as we grown up, we felt, I know something. I also know something. I also know how it works. Why mother, father has to be always behind me? I know what to do. I know how to figure it out. I know how to fix this. But when the parents say, in the elderly people, okay, children, they follow it. But when the children, they grow up, if the parent says, don't do like this, stop like this, children are not ready to accept it. Students are not ready to accept the teachers. Why? Because we all got stuck up played around by our false ego. Literally speaking, we are all being in the part of the game of mind. I always gave this example. You must have remembered this example, right? When I'm using phone, okay? I'm using this phone. Who is using? I'm using the phone. I'm thinking that I'm using the phone actually. I'm not using the phone. Many times we try to use the phone, but actually we get trapped into used by phone. You remembered? I remember in net caves long back in my diploma study, when I was doing my diploma before engineering. That time I used to go to net caves for some project work. I used to go. I used to type one question in the Google. And that used to produce 10, 15 links I had down. Then I used to go for one link, and that leads to another point. That leads to another link. That leads to another game. That leads to another video. That leads to another song. After 1 hour, because we used to pay 20 rupees per 1 hour, I think, I remembered. 1 hour, 20 rupees, like that. So after 1 hour, time is passed. The Netcafe guy comes and says, "Sir, your time is up." Then, why I came? What was the question I typed? What was the theme? Why I came? It's all forgotten. Many times it happens with us also in phone. Some link comes in the WhatsApp, we browse it, that leads to YouTube, that's Instagram, and we keep rolling the reels. Because it is touch screen, very soft screen, and we like soft touch. We keep moving the screen. After some time we realize, I had that to do, I have this to do, I forgot to do. Okay, बाद में करेंगे. So, try to understand this simple point that initially we think that I am using the phone, but actually we are getting used by phone. Similarly, I am thinking I am using the mind, but actually mind is playing with us. We all are trapped by the mind game in our life. We should realize this fact. That's why Krishna says, Prajahati yata kaman. Hey Arjun, give up all those desires. Give up all those desires. Prajahati means give up. All those desires which come up, Sarvan Partha Manogatan, which come up because of mental concoctions, mind. If you tell someone to do, if you tell someone, their immediate response is, people, they give a response. Okay, I will do it. I figure out karta hu. I will figure out. So everybody wants to figure out their own things in the life. Nobody wants to follow the path. Everybody wants to use their own mental concoctions. Even in terms of dharma. So people, they see here and there, they hear here and there, and they define their own life. I should be living like this. I should live like this. I want to live like that. I want to live like this. Oh, this is what life is. Oh, this is what dharma is. We create our own definitions. We create our own understandings about life, dharma. Prabhupada used to say, yato gat, yato mat, tato pat. The people, they are living their life as their mind wants. Whatever the mind leads the path, that's how they are living their life. Everybody is living their life according to their mind dictations, mental dictations. But Krishna is telling here, Prajahati yata kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Hey Partha, give up all those mental concoctions. Give up. Krishna is speaking very strongly. But this is very, very powerful, very important thing. See, we all go through, in our life, we all go through mood swings. Especially ladies, girls, they go to a lot of mood swings. Even men goes through it. Sometimes happy, other time miserable. Sometimes pleasant, other time crying. So it's a mental game, Mind says cry, we cry. Mind says laugh, we laugh. Mind says jump, we jump. So Krishna is giving very, very strong and most important instruction. Prajahati yata kaman. Give up this mental game. Stop this mental game. The next question comes. Okay, why? Let us discuss this why. So Arjuna also said this before, He said, Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Hey Krishna. In the 6th chapter only he said this. In the 6th chapter he says this. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramati balavadridam. This mind is very, very chanchal. I am not able to control this mind. Arjuna says, Vayor iva shudushkaram. Hey Krishna, I will control this wind which is blowing. Can you do that? We cannot do that also. Vayor iva shudushkaram. I can control the wind, but I cannot control the mind. Chanchalam hi mana Krishna. Pramati balavadridam. Then Krishna gives the instruction. So this is how it is very much important to control the mind. It is very much important to come out of the mental game. So Krishna gives a solution. Yato yato nischalati manas chanchalamasthiram. Krishna says, whenever and wherever your mind wanders, whenever and wherever your mind goes here and there, yato yato nischalati manas chanchalamasthiram. Tato tatos niyamaitat atmani eva vasham nayet. Tato tato nischalati tato tato niyamaitat atmani eva vasham nayet. So whenever mind disturbs us, whenever mind takes us away from what we want, what is Krishna's instructions, we should bring it back. We should bring it back. How? By rules and regulations. Niyamaitat. Niyamaitat. Tatas tato niyamaitat atmani eva vasham nayet. We should bring back this mind and keep under the control of soul, ourselves. We should control this mind. You know, generally, boss should give the instructions and servant should follow the instructions, right? This is a general standard. That is what standard works. Parents, they guide. Teachers, students, their children, they follow. Similarly, teachers, they instruct. Students, they follow. This is how the system it is. Guru instructs, disciple follows. Can you imagine if it becomes reverse? Children are overpowering the parents. Students are overpowering the teachers. Can you imagine how hodgepodge it is? How topsy-turvy it is? Society will be confused. Generally, in a traffic signal, everybody should follow the light, right? Lights. Red signal means stop. If someone comes and says, I have my own red signal, I will stop whenever I want to stop. I have my own green signal, I will give my own green signal. It becomes completely havoc, miserable. So the system is Guru instructs, disciple follows. Here in our life, we have Atma, we are the one, and there is a mind. We are the one, soul, spirit souls, and there is a mind we have. We are not the mind. We are not the mind. Mind should be a subordinate to the soul. Soul says, hey, you think of this, you focus on this, you study this, you do this. We say it, and mind should follow it. But quite unfortunately, mind is overpowering us. Mind is overpowering the soul. Mind is overpowering the intelligence. That's why Krishna says in this shloka, Prajahati yata kaman. Whatever these mental concoctions, give it up. Sarvan partha manoratha. Atmani eva atmane vasya. Okay, see this, very, very important. In this shloka, Krishna says, Atmani eva atmana. We should bring this mind under the control of mind, soul. We should bring the mind in our control. If you are playing a game Everybody in the game, everybody wants the ball should be in their control, right? Everybody wants the ball should be in their control. All the football players, all the cricket players. If I hit this with this bat, this ball should go to 6. This ball go to the boundary, 4 at least. Every batsman think like that. And every fielder, field worker, or field member, or else the bowler, everybody thinks, if I stretch my hand, this ball should come in my hand. So everybody, even in the football, everybody wants this ball should be there in their control, right? Unfortunately, we are not able to control our own mind. Mind is overpowering us. We are thinking about controlling over the mind, ball outside. We are thinking about controlling other people. We are thinking about controlling our friends, parents, relatives, friends. We are trying to control them. Or we are not able to even control our own mind. So, Krishna says, okay Arjun, I accept it. It is very difficult to control the mind. Krishna is giving a solution. Yato nischalati manas chanchalam astiram. I accept manas is chanchalam. It is very, very disturbing. I understand it. Whenever it mind disturbs, tato niyamaitat, by the rules and regulations, by plan, by pakka schedule, we should bring back this mind under the control. Atmani eva vasham nayet. We should bring this mind into the control. How? By rules and regulations. Such kind, Atmani eva atmana stushta, here also. But that's how Krishna says, when we bring back this mind under our control, Atmani eva atmana tushta, we become completely satisfied. Really speaking, we become satisfied in our life. Such person is known as Tita Prajnas Tadochyate. One who does all this, such person is self-realized person, pure devotee of the Lord. Arjuna asked, what are the symptoms of Sthita Prajna? Krishna is speaking the first and foremost important and strong instruction. We should bring mind under the control. Whenever it disturbs, we should bring back this mind under the control. And many youngsters are facing this problem, my dear friends. Every youngster. Unfortunately, that's why in young age we should be occupied with the activities. We should be occupied, we should be busy, very much busy with services, activities. At least कुछ भी काम नहीं है, कुछ तो करो. You just clean at least your room. Clean at least your room. Wash your clothes. Do something. At least go for exercise. At least go do some exercise. When people go into depression, doctors generally or motivational speaker, they suggest go for exercise. At least कुछ तो रहेगा काम करने के लिए. If there is nothing to do, then our mind is empty. Empty mind is devil's workshop, and we will be easily get trapped by this game. If we don't play our own game, our own means if we don't play our own game, mind starts its games. I repeat, Atmani eva atmana tushta. We should be controlling this mind. Atmani eva vasham nayet. We should control this mind by the soul. We should control it. We, the soul, spirit soul. If we don't have our own plan, then mind starts its own plan. Then we easily get trapped into the mind game, mental game. So it is a very much important instruction. Why nowadays youngsters are into the many bad habits? Masturbate, watching pornography, speaking bad words, horrible work. People are doing horrible work. No, they are into various relationships, depressed, confused, frustrated, no clarity of thought, no career plan, lazy, hazy, crazy. Why? Because of this mental game. So Krishna says, Niyamaitat, by the rules and regulations, we should control this mind. So devotees, I request, make yourself completely occupied. If there are 24 hours, 18 hours, we should be occupied with activities. Tomorrow's plan we should have today. Next month plan we should have today. We should be occupied. Best is we should be occupied by the services of Krishna. We should be occupied with the chanting of the holy names, reading Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, doing some practical activities for the pleasure of Krishna. That is the best. We will discuss more in the purport. So let us stop this mental game. Prajahati yata kaman sarvan partha manogatan. Hey Arjun, hey Parth, whatever the mental desires, just give it up. Keep that aside. And you control it. You control it. Atmani evatmana tushta sthita prajna stadochyate. By controlling the mind, by giving up this mental game, we can become peaceful. Tushtaha, santushtaha, satisfied in our life. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, devotees. Anybody has any questions, comments, we can take. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai.